Hello everybody, and welcome back once again to Kinlaig. I'll need my map because we've got contracts following on from the failure of the last episode. Oh, hello, I've gone past it. I didn't realise it was that close by. I picked up some spraying contracts, which, wonderful start, less than a minute in. Which might end up having to go for a drive here. Come on. It could be the horsepower. Oh, that was tight. Just skimmed it. We should be good to get round there. So, the spraying was a bit of an issue last episode due to the contracts just not being able to be started after we'd done the first one. So I'm going to try it with herbicide. Sort of expect the same for it to be equatable and similar, but I thought I'll take both contracts have been picked up to see if one works and one doesn't, or none. Oh, that's interesting. I don't really need that on, do I? I only thought that happened if you stayed in the game. I'm literally recording this not on the same day as the last recording. Anyway, now I think we're in luck here. So, now we can see here that we're not having that. We're just doing a blanket sprayer because we've not got the extra tech that's in. Too expensive. But it's good that we can see it happening, and this is working because the percentage is changing. We're not being told that we've not got access to the field. After last episode, I got back to the farm. Walter's got some interesting things on the go, but probably get to that in a bit. He'd had the soil sampling done. It's actually got really good soil. Oh dear. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen. That's going to make it worse. I need to turn it off. This is not a great run at the minute, is it? I've got the room to straighten it up. Maybe this is just too big for the map. That's better. Get it round that way. A little bit further back. Oh, that's it. That's it. So yeah, he's had the soil sampled. It's decent soil. And I thought, you know what, let's just chuck a... We'd got plenty of liquid fertiliser on the go, so I said let's just chuck a bit down. Bit of a freebie for him. He's pretty keen on his fishing. He's just constantly talking about fishing now. In fact, I think he might be fishing at the minute. Not to suggest that all of a sudden he's going to have a load of money in the bank because he's been winning a load of fishing competitions. I'm not going to be playing the game like that. There is a chance, if I've got spare time, I'll do some just to help create money for him. And potentially for ourselves. I mean, the money will just have to go into paying off loans and or buying land, maybe, just to nudge us a little bit further forward. I did buy the Viking Fast Bale. I sat and ummed and ahed over it because it was 60 odd grand. And it's, I mean, it's not cheaty because it actually exists, but it does make things a hell of a lot easier. But at the same time, I thought realistically that gives us a much bigger opportunity to A, do baling for people, B, do silage for Walter and any other farms that may come along. And it's also a little bit easier for selling it on at a later date, because at the minute we're pretty deep in debt ourselves. In fact, if I straighten up here, I can probably have a quick look at just how badly in debt we are. It's early yet. We'll get out of it. There's not going to be a lot of it's capital, isn't it? It's equipment that yeah, we're 215 grand in debt. I didn't think we were that far in debt actually. That's just took me by surprise. I thought we were about 150. So yeah, good stuff. But anywho, let's celebrate this contract actually getting done with some music. Well. So, I'm none the wiser as to why it didn't work with the fertilising, but it does work with the spraying. Which is a curious one. I am also thinking maybe this sprayer is too big for this map, because I do keep catching it on telegraph poles and other fun obstacles, and it's a hell of a lot better with the GPS on, because I realised I may as well just use it's modern day, isn't it? Why wouldn't you? And we've got tram lines anyway, so it makes sense. Yeah, that's curious. Sort of makes me want to check other things as well. Oh, we've done. Stop, boys, we've finished. Right, try and follow the tram line round. Get out. We've been in this field before. We've already harvested in this field, so that's good. So now I'm at a bit of a 50-50 as to what to do the rest of the episode. I think we should get out a hammer and some nails and see if we can sort out moving the cows. What do you reckon? I think that's a decent shout. Is that too big? What other ones would be on the market? Sprayers. So that's 33. It's possibly something like that, I suppose. 24 though. That's only a 27. That big dogs here, part of the Highlands fishing expansion, but isn't that the one we've already... Anyway. Right. Let's collect some monies first. Did I shut the gate? This is a very interesting farm. What is that building? I do like it. But we're way too in debt to even think about it. What we can do though is claim a bit of money back. 8 grand, yes. And 4 grand, yes. We've got a fertilising contract, which could be a risk. One of them probably not going to do anything though, is it? Mowing. Oh, there's a decent stone picking contract there. It could be difficult if it's on a hill. But I might do it off camera. I might do it. Let's Should we do that on camera? No, let's head back and attempt to put my cruise control up a bit. Let's head back and have a good old go at putting a new cow field in. It's the end of October, we might struggle to get meadow grass in, but then we have got grass. Have I checked that building for any trinkets, bottles? I don't think there's any way of rebuilding these old buildings, unfortunately, which is a shame. I think they've missed a trick with this. I think the potential for something like that would have been really cool. Anyway, see you back at the farm. Let's go and plot out a cow pasture. Right. As always, save the game before any sort of job like this being done. So Walter likes the idea of driving in and seeing the cows here, and we think keeping the there's no point really it being all the way out and down, but keeping the tree in would be a nice touch. Could go with the in-game one, which would be more expensive. We got this one, which is the same but cheaper with no fence. You'd probably want the fences though, wouldn't you? Would you? You'd probably keep the fences, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Yeah, probably. So that could be a very expensive. I don't think. It shouldn't be expensive because it shouldn't. We want that as close to zero as possible. Ooh, hello. So that might require a very small movement in. Wouldn't give us room to turn around though, would it? You'd have to reverse up. But you could do that. I mean, we could just put a very small... Let's give it a go. Yes. Which way are we going from? Yeah, it's going to cost a fortune, isn't it? That's £3 grand. That's that's out of money. That's going to be so expensive. And the fenceless is... What's the fenceless? £5 grand. £8 if you have them self-watered, which we don't need to. I like the idea of giving them the water, but I quite like the idea of having the fence. Let me check the mod hub. Right, I've had a look. No joy, but something has dawned on me. That if we get this right, Walter has made a very interesting point to me, that it doesn't really matter, because should we go across there or down there? Go a little bit out. Walter's pointed out that we've got all these much cheaper. This is going to be a bargain for him. We've got, put that there, bring that in to there. That's just going to cut that straight off, isn't it? Meadow it up. So, he's got friends that can come and put in dry stone walls and other fence things that are part of the Kinlaig expansion. So we can put our own fencing in around. I mean, maybe not all the way, it seemed quite expensive, but... and we can switch segment types. put in gates. Or hedgerows. What options of hedgerows have we got? Ooh, autumn hedge. I mean, it'd be very expensive to have hedges planted, admitted. That's quite an output. But what's this like? This is Highlands fishing. A bit too regal for what we're doing. It's a farm. I mean, we could put a really good old style fence down, couldn't we? Oh, hello. What would that look like if we put that further down? I mean, that's going to cost a fair bit of money, but I think that would look quite cool. I think we are looking at about, it's about 10, 50, it's about 20, 30 grand's worth of fence though, isn't it? It would look better though, wouldn't it? I certainly think it would. We have got a little bit of a, basically we've got a small drive-through that we can put in there as well. We don't need to do this bit. So we can just put a gate on. Should we do it straight away? See how far we get. Old style or new style? Old style. Can it open in that way? Yeah, probably. with a bit of a damaged bit there. Normal bit along there. We're rapidly about to be out of cash. Back to the bank. Is it back to the bank? Let me carry on and I'll come back to you with the finished article. Allow me to show you where we're at. I have to say I'm actually really happy with this. A little bit tight here, I'm not going to lie to you, but I put a little gate in here. Nice little wooden gate that just goes in past there. It's all reachable. We can drive through with our little water tanker. Tree gets in the way, but we dump our water. The cows are in perfectly fine. It's not exactly the same wall as this one on the left, and it definitely doesn't look like we've just had somebody come in and place it. But the gate's shut fine, if a little fast. I put a few bushes in just to decorate it up, and then moving forward, you know, we want to put more stuff in. Cattle grids and things, well, cattle feed things. Some of the wall has been rubbled down a bit as the cows kick out from the stone walling. There's a nice little entrance to the farm now because you're coming past all these cows. Lovely stuff. Size wise is probably an important thing to check, isn't it? Yeah, probably. Let's I'll go back through this way. Probably should go the opposite way, really. It doesn't matter, it works. I'm very pleased with it. And in the end, it didn't actually cost that much, to be fair. In fact, it didn't cost that much at all, to be honest. I think I took about a 30 grand loan and then paid back 26. Let's have a quick look at the finance at the moment. We want constructions. Oh no, it cost about 32 grand. Okay. Well, in the long run, that's, you know, it's theory. We might need to put a path in at some point. We can age it over time as we go. I did consider putting fresh wall in and then over time bringing it down, but I just love the rustic look of that. Wait, have a quick check on what numbers we've got, because there's 15 in here. It'll hold 39, of which there's currently 15 15. Oh, that's cool. Even that's rapid quick. Can always work with that. That's perfectly fine. Not a problem. Just walk straight through if you wanted to. Just go and have a look at how big. Oh, having said that, that field is quite a big proposition, isn't it? Which is the whole point of us removing it. $112. Is it that much bigger? Yes, it's a hell of a lot bigger. But now it looks like it's in an old pasture that's always been there. I think that looks better than that. You be the judge. Feel free to put your opinion in the comment section. We can now be turning this into a field, and Walter can have £7,000 back for it. So that's now one big field, and presumably there's no information on it because it's not classed as a field. Yeah, we'd have to dig that up if we were to get some information, but we can do that. That's not a problem. Not a problem. We can bring a plough in and turn that into arable field for him. I'm very happy with how this episode's finished. Plus 39 cows, you know, if he's going to make money, some of these are going to have to move on when they're at the right age. Yeah, your cards are marked, my friend. No, but they're lovely, aren't they? I do hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please drop us a like. If you're not subscribed yet, then feel free to hit the subscribe button. And if you've got any comments or suggestions, then do feel free to put them in the comments and suggestions section wherever you normally find them. Until the next time, thank you so much for watching, and bye bye for now.